Welcome back to Algebra 1, chapter 2.5 on page 57. In this chapter we are going to use a rule that is given to us which says that when we subtract two numbers we are simply adding the opposite of the subtracted number. For example, 5 minus 3 is exactly the same as 5 plus we are adding the opposite of 3. Now, once we get to this point, we can use the rules from the previous chapter, and the rule says if I'm adding a positive to a negative, I get their difference, and then the sign of the difference will be the sign of the larger. Here the difference is 2, and the larger is 5, so this will be plus 2, and that's the answer. If it is the other way around, 3 minus 5, again, I change this to a addition sign, and now I'm adding the opposite of 5, and the opposite of 5 is a minus 5, and again I get their difference, and that's 2, and the sign of the larger is a minus, so the answer will be minus 2. So here we are going to apply this rule and the rule from the previous chapter, the rule of addition of two numbers that have opposite signs, a plus and a minus. So let's do some of the exercises on page 59. Number 2, 4 minus 10. Again, I change this to a plus sign, and inside it will be a minus 10, the opposite of 10. Now, when I add these two numbers and they have different signs, then I will get their difference, and that's 6, and the sign of the larger will be next to the difference. Number 6 minus 8 minus 3. Here we have a minus here, we will change this to a plus, and that will be minus 8, the opposite of 8. Again, I change this to a plus, and inside the parentheses I'll put the opposite of minus 3, which is 3. So again, I have here two numbers, one is a negative and one is a positive, and I'm adding them. Then I get their difference, and the sign of the difference will be the sign of the larger, and in this case it is 8, and the difference is 5, so the answer will be minus 5. Number 10, 18 minus 19. Again, here we change this to a plus, and we're adding it to the opposite of 19, and that's minus 19. We apply the rule from the previous chapter. We get the difference, and that's 1, and the sign of this difference is going to be the sign of the larger number. Number 14. Here we have minus 9 minus 9. This we change to a plus, and inside the parentheses we'll have the opposite of the 9, and again we change this to a plus, and inside the parentheses we'll have the opposite of minus 9, which is 9. Here we have a negative and a positive, we add them together and we get a 0. Number 18, 15 minus 5. 15, we change this to a plus, and we put the opposite of the 5 inside the parentheses, and now we have a positive number added to a positive number, and the result is simple addition, and that's 20. Number 26, 0 minus 8, and that will be 0 plus minus 8, and that will be minus 8. Number 38, 1/4 minus half. We change this to a plus sign, minus half. This minus half can be changed to 2/4. So I have 1/4 added to a negative 2/4, I get the difference, and that's 1/4, and this is the larger number, and I put the sign of the larger number next to the fraction, so the answer is -1/4. And with this, we come to the end of this session, and we hope to see you again.